All right, Shalom. Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, all honor, and all glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Baharachah Kodash. I'd also like to give double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone that do well. And I would like to say peace and salutations to the Lord's elect, the hopeful elect, and the 1/3. And Lord's will, this lesson will be edifying to the sincere sheep of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Baharachah Kodash. All right. And as the title reads, nothing but lewdness and folly. Okay, nothing but lewdness and folly. And I've been actually wanting to do a lesson going into this topic. All right, which lewdness and folly, was found in Israel, even in the scriptures. All right, verbatim. This is where I got the title from. It's scripture in the book of Judges, which I'm gonna grab. All right, but pretty much I was just sitting here and waiting for the Holy Spirit to hit me to do a lesson. And I came across let me share my screen. I came across this on World Star, and I said, man, that's literally the scriptures jumping right off the page. So right here, okay, I didn't even finish watching the video. All right, I didn't even finish watching it, but it says this some wild shit. Chick, Israelite black woman, right? Chick gets caught performing lewd sex acts in hotel lobby, gets tasered after spitting on security while getting kicked out. And this is just literally, all right, the epitome, all right, that Jake is in. Okay, I've used World Star as an example before, and I'll use it again. World Star is literally nothing but lewdness and folly. Okay, and it's all Israelites. All right, when you look at it, lewdness, folly. Okay, lewdness, folly. All right, lewdness, folly. This is all is surrounded Jake, man. Okay, nothing but lewdness and partying and bullshit and playing around, and this isn't the time that you should be making mirth, man. Okay, and matter of fact, we'll start with Judges, but then I got to get that in Ezekiel 21. All right, this is not. Should we be then making mirth? Hey, we're in very serious times. And out of all the nations, Jake is the only one effing playing around. Out of all the nations, when you look at people and you look at how they're conducting and carrying themselves, these nations really care for their existence as a nation, okay? Moabites, Ammonites, Ishmaelites, Hamites. I mean, nations are making very powerful moves in the earth pertaining to them as a nation. And Jake is the only ones that's still playing, waiting on somebody else to lend them money, waiting on someone else to build a building or give them a state or that. No other nation, okay, is looking for a handout except for Jake. And Jake doesn't have a problem being a useless eater waiting for a handout from Esau. And while they're waiting, they're being lewd and follyful. Okay, if that's a word, they have a very follyful spirit. All right, now this is Judges 20, and I'll just start at 4. You should go and read it yourselves if you haven't already, or if you have, reread it. I'd also like to say for the sincere brothers, look up GMS homework and start taking these homework tests just to keep yourself in the spirit. Keep yourself flowing in the scriptures, because there's a lot of distractions. There's a lot of BS. There's a lot of temptations out here that want you. Okay, they want you. All right, they want you to be lewd and full of folly. But let's go right here to verse 4. It says, and the Levite, the husband of the woman that was slain. Now, the woman that was slain was his concubine. But if you go a chapter before, she wanted to play the harlot. Okay, she wanted to. She pretty much wanted to go out and be in the flesh. And what happened was the Benjamites, all right, after he got her back, the Benjamites were in the same spirit that the men were in Sodom and Gomorrah. Okay, there was a gang of Benjamites, and they wanted to sleep with the men. All right, it was pretty much the same spirit that Lot had to go through in the time of Sodom and Gomorrah. And you see those dance halls, those Jamaican dance halls, really that club. There's a demon. There's a very high demonic Bacchus spirit in that party lifestyle. And they showed you in that movie Jacob's Ladder, okay, the original one. And this is the spirit Jake's in, okay? having sex on the dance floor, just drinking, partying their life away, screwing any and everything in every hole, whatever possible. This is the spirit that Jake is in right now, okay? Full of folly and lewdness, man. And the Lord's got to bring it to an end. And this is what's happened before. We've read in scriptures where the Lord brought an end to Jake's wickedness, and we need that now, okay? And it says the husband of the woman that was slain answered and said, I came into Gibeah that belongeth to Benjamin, I and my concubine to lodge. And the men of Gibeah rose against me and besat the house round about upon me by night, and thought to have slain me, and my concubine have they forced that she is dead. Right. And what did they do? They all slept with her. Okay. And this goes on amongst Jake. All right. You passing women around, and you got Jake women that want to do this or be in this spirit. Okay. It's very sick out here. And then these are examples, man. Okay. This is Folly. We're taking lewdness and folly. She looking like a whole snack. Lewdness and folly. Okay. And when I clicked on this, I said, man, this is ridiculous, man. All right. This woman is doing a sex act in the, it's nasty, man. Okay. It's bad enough that they record. I mean, this shit just needs to come to an end, man. And Yahweh Shemal Shai is about to bring a drastic end to Jake's lewdness and folly. Watch. And it says, I took my concubine and cut her in pieces. This is after all these Benjamite men had their way with her all night. Okay. Had their way with her all night, and set her throughout all the country of the inheritance of Israel, for they have committed lewdness and folly in Israel. You see that? They've committed lewdness and folly in Israel. All right. So you got Jake crying about we're not back in the land. If you had Jake put back in the land from this Babylonian mindset, and it's crazy. Jake wasn't even in Babylon in the time of Judges, and look at how they were acting. So if you took Jake right now and brought them all back to Israel, the Lord would bring a nation again against us. Okay. So before you start talking about we need our land back, no, we need to be cleansed. 2/3 need to be taken away. Okay. This is why when you read in the scriptures outside of Egypt, there wasn't a time when all Israel came back. When you go into the time of Nehemiah, not all Israel came back. Okay. So you have to understand there needs to be a cutoff. All right. There needs to, a lot of Jakes have to be cut off before we can go back into our land, because if not, we'd all be destroyed. What is that? Isaiah 1. Let me see real quick. And this lesson isn't going to be long at all. This lesson isn't going to be long at all. I just happened to see it. All right. And in the spirit, I said, let me just write this down. This is Isaiah 1:9. It says, except the Lord of hosts had left unto us a very small remnant, we should have been as Sodom, and we should be like unto Gomorrah, right there. Okay. When you go back into the story, all right, you had Benjamin that wanted, let me read it, man. All right. Because since we got this part, let's go back a chapter. Let's go to 19. Let's start at 22. Let me show you the spirit Jake was in, the same spirit that they were in Sodom and Gomorrah. Check this out. And are we not in the days a lot? And is not Jake doing that right now? Okay. So it makes sense why they got BLM, LGBT. It makes sense why they're together, because that's the spirit Jake's in. Okay. He's in that Sodom spirit. All right. It says Judges 19 and 22. It says, now as they were making their hearts merry, talking about the Levite and the Ephraimite brother, all right, while they're in the land of Benjamin, making themselves merry, behold, the men of the city, certain sons of Baal, beset the house round about and beat at the door. Bang, drunken section rage, a lewdness spirit, a very lewd, folly, full spirit on them. Okay. Completely in the flesh, just like Jake right now. Just like Jake right now. Okay. I mean, look, just like right now. Okay. I've used World Star many times before. But what we use first is the scriptures. Look, right now, are they hiring? Buddy got the best job in the world. Just nothing but lewdness and folly. Sex, partying, drugs, murders, all through Jake's mind. And don't forget, they want it recorded too. Sex, drugs, money, murder, adultery, all through Jake's mind. That's all they got thinking about. Okay? That's all they're thinking about. This shit is sick, man. And I stay away from that. All right? I stay away from that. And I stay away from people that are in that spirit. And I stay away from that environment where that spirit can come out, you know? And it says, look, and beat at the door and spake to the master of the house, the old man, saying, bring forth the man that came into thy house, that we may know him. Do you see that? You see that? The spirit of lasciviousness is at an all-time high. People are unable to control themselves. All right. Jake is possessed to be in the flesh right now, man. This is 2nd Ezra 5. This is 2nd Ezra 5, real quick. I'm just getting what the spirit giving me. All right. Like I was saying, I just was sitting there and I saw this video and I said, man, I got to do a lesson on it real quick. 2nd Ezra 5, and real quick, it's probably right in my face. Yep, right here. All right. Oh, and that's a spirit. I said lasciviousness, but what I meant to say was incontinency. But it goes hand in hand. This is 2nd Ezra 5 and 10. It says 9, and salt water shall be found in the sweet, and all friends shall destroy one another. Then shall wit hide itself, the famine of the word, and understanding withdraw itself into its secret chambers. No more prophets, no more edification, no more voice of reason, no more judges, no more prophets, no more brothers on the highways and hedges, no more warnings. See? It says, and shall be sought of many. They shall go to and fro to look for the word of the Lord, and yet not be found. Then shall unrighteousness and incontinency be multiplied upon earth. So it's going to increase even more. It's going to increase even more. Incontinent or incontinency means unable to control thyself, thy bowels, sexual urges. Okay. This is what's going on right now. You have Jake in an incontinent spirit, no restraint, you know, nothing. Okay. Chick casually opens up about a threesome encounter she had with 2 guys. That's not a, I'm going to leave it there. And man, if that's a spirit, we're reading it. This is what just happened. Watch. These men did this to one woman. Okay. It was multiple men that did it to one woman. And right here, I didn't even see that. You have Jake women talking about their lewdness with being tossed around by more than one man in one night. Okay. That's literally the account we're reading right here. All right. And it says, and they're asking to sleep with the man first. Yes, Israelites. Israelites are in a very lewd Sodom and Gomorrah spirit in this account. And that spirit is back on them now. That's why it says in Isaiah, except the Lord of hosts left a very small remnant. We should have been as Sodom and we should have been like a Gomorrah. I'm a little excited, Salakia, but why? Because what Jake is doing is what they were doing in Sodom and Gomorrah. See? Look, and it says, and the man, the master of the house, went out unto them and said unto them, nay, my brethren, nay, I pray you, do not so wickedly, seeing that this man is coming to my house, and do not this folly. What is in the midst of Jake right now? Lewdness and folly. Lewdness and folly. No control. No control, no discretion. Okay? Sleep with women at their jobs. Sleep with other men just doing everything and anything to any and anyone. That's what's going on right now. Behold, here is my daughter, a maiden, and his concubine. Them I will bring out now, and humble ye them, and do with them what seemeth good unto you. Now, mindful, this concubine was left the Levite man, her man, for months. And it said pretty much that she verse 2, it says she played the whore. Look, she was a hoe. And his concubine played the whore against him and went away from him unto her father's house of Bethlehem, Judah, and was there 4 whole months. So this woman that was bound to this Levite, she played a hoe. And she was trotting around for 4 months doing what she want to do. So you're going to reap what you sow. So these women that are all about ass and twerking and shaking, and I might some experience. Oh, you're going to get an experience. Okay. This is the nastiness of the scriptures. It's right in here. Watch. The same one that wanted to play the hoe. See? Oh, you want to do lewd acts? Oh, you want to casually talk about two men on you? And I apologize for talking about this, but this is the sad reality that we as a nation are seeing with the midst of 2/3 of our people. Okay? This is the disgusting nature that we see upon our people, but guess what? It's found right in the Bible. All right? Lewdness and folly. So this same concubine that wanted to play the hoe, watch what happens. It says, and do with them what seemeth good unto you, but unto this man do not so vile a thing, because they wanted to do vile, lewd acts, okay? Like you would in Sodom and Gomorrah. But the men would not hearken to him. So the man took his concubine and brought her forth unto him. So he grabbed his concubine and tossed her out to them. Look, and they knew her. What do you think that means? And abused her all the night until the morning. So these men had a very lustful, lewd, ravenous spirit on them. You see? So you Israelite women, you want to play and be half naked, and hey man, there's going to be judgment for that. There's going to be very terrible judgment. Okay? Men are not going to control themselves, and you women will not be able to control what men are doing to you, because you couldn't control now. You wanted to be lewd. You wanted to be lewd. Look at this, man. What the fuck? Salakia, man. You know, you can watch it on your own. I ain't going to play that shit, man. Shit is crazy. I just clicked the thing, you know. You got music videos that insinuate one thing, and then look, here goes the Latin America show. They are different. Come, hey, you're going to get what you've been asking for, man. And it says, and they knew her and abused her all the night until morning. And when the day began to spring, they let her go. You see? And it was bad for her. And she ended up dying. She actually had to get chopped into 12 pieces. See? She got chopped into 12 pieces and then scattered to the 12 tribes of Israel, representing what? I'll read it again. Judges 20:6. And I took my concubine and cut her in 12 pieces. You read 19, it tells you. And sent her throughout all the country to symbolize what? Of the inheritance of Israel, for they have committed lewdness and folly in Israel. This is a major violation. This is a major thing. This is not what you're supposed to be doing. All right. And let's get Ezekiel. All right, 21, real quick. And this is just what's being recorded, let alone what's going on a Thursday, Friday, Saturday night in the hoods that ain't recorded. That's just everyday, you know? This is Ezekiel 21:9. It says 8, again, the word of the Lord came unto me saying, right, like right now, the spirit jumped on me, man, you know? The spirit jumped on me to do this, you know? And it says, son of man, prophesy and say, thus saith the Lord, say a sword is sharpened and also furbished. It is sharpened that it may make a sore slaughter. It is furbished that it may glitter. Should we then make mirth? It contemneth the rod of my son as every tree, right? Should we then make folly and lewdness? No. Watch real quick. Let's go to Tobit. What does lewdness bring? Famine. What does Yahushua say is coming? Famine. All right. So when Jake starts starving out, you're going to know why. Okay. This is Tobit 4 real quick. Tobit 4:13. Tobit 4:13. Now therefore, my son, love thy brethren and despise not in thy heart thy brethren, the sons and daughters of thy people. Right now, hey, it's hard we love brothers. It's hard to love our people, especially in a Gentile state of mind, you know? It's hard to even love our people. And then you got Jakes in the truth that are wicked. This is why it's a small remnant. We keep our circle small. We have our own privacy with the brotherhood. Okay. And anytime you brothers or sisters hear us or see us, it's for edification, and that's it. Because this thing is serious, man. There's a lot of lewdness and folly going on in the midst of Jake, and we don't want no parts of it. We don't want no parts of it. And judgment is coming for that. And it says, the son and daughters of thy people, in not taking a wife of them, for in pride is destruction, and in much trouble, and in lewdness is decay and great want, for lewdness is the mother of famine. You see? So the actions that Jake is publicly taking, another one just came to mind in Isaiah. The actions that Jake is taking, he's going to be judged for that. This is Isaiah 3:9. The shoe of their countenance does witness against them. The shoe of their countenance does witness against them. You don't need to explain nothing. I saw the video. You see? You don't need to explain nothing. I saw the video. Adultery, lewdness, folly, lasciviousness, incontinency, all rolled in one 5-minute video. Okay? It's showing what you're about. Okay? It says, and Isaiah 3 is going into the women. Isaiah 3 is going right into the women. It says, the shoe of their countenance does witness against them, and they declare their sin as Sodom. They hide it not. Woe unto their soul, for they have rewarded evil unto themselves. Yeah, you rewarded evil unto yourself, and you're going to be judged, man. Okay? We're getting ready to witness a lot of Israelites be judged brutally, and ultimately will be through what? It will be through like Sodom and Gomorrah, because they're acting like Sodom and Gomorrah. They're carrying, conducting themselves as Sodom and Gomorrah. And we're the what? We're the spiritual lots, We're the spiritual lots, grieved and vexed day to day, dealing with this, seeing it. That didn't it say that? For he was grieved day to day, seeing it. I think it's 2 Peter 2. Yeah, right here. Look, 2 Peter 2:7. It says, and deliver just Lot. Let's start at 6. And turning the city of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, condemn them with an overthrow, making them an ensample unto those that after should live ungodly. So Jake is not taking heed. The Benjamites didn't take heed. And even now, we're in the days of Lot and the days of Noah. So those same spirits are on the people, and you see him on Jake clearly. You see this lewd, follyful spirit on Jake clearly, And it says, and deliver just the elect, deliver just Lot, vexed with the filthy lifestyle of the wicked, right? Vexed with the filthy lifestyle of the wicked, for that righteous man dwelling among them, and seeing and hearing, vexed his righteous soul from day to day to day with their unlawful, lascivious deeds, their lewdness, follyful deeds. Their folly that's set in great dignity, okay? The Lord knoweth how to deliver the godly out of temptation, and to preserve the unjust unto the day of judgment, to be punished. That's what they're getting ready, man. They're getting ready to be punished, okay? They do not realize it. She that liveth, what's that? She that liveth in pleasure, 2 Timothy, let me get that too. It just came to mind. 2 Timothy 5:6, I think. Let me see. They're dead already, man. Leave them alone. They're dead already. 1 Timothy. They're dead already. Leave them alone. Let them be. 5 and yep. The First Timothy 5:6. But she that liveth in pleasure is dead while she liveth. Is dead while she liveth. This is a dark ass video. I watched like 2 minutes of it. I was like, damn, this is some dark ass shit. It's sick. It's dark. It's low, it's base, it's evil, it's demonic. There's a sex demon. There's like a sexual demonic demon that's out here. I'm serious. It sounds funny, but it's for real. It's sick. It's sick. That's why adultery is at an all-time high. Men and women, they just sick, incontinent, completely sick, man. We can end it on this. 2 Timothy 3 and 10. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, right? Hey, you might have some Jake women twerking in the midst, you know? You're going to see some wickedness in the midst, you know? Esau hemming up Jake. Jake got his arms on the wall, a blunt in his mouth. Esau patting him down. Nigga woman got her hands on the wall. She's got her ass up twerking. And then what? Boom, judgment. In which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up. Seeing then that these things seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of person ought ye to be in all holy conversation and in godliness? See? So how should you be conducting yourself as an Israelite? Not shewing your countenance as a Sodom and Gomorrah, not being in a lustful, lewdful, follyful, mirthful spirit, fucking and sucking and popping and banging and hanging and slanging. That shit is sick. You know, Jake's possessed in the flesh, looking for and hasting unto the coming of the day of Yahweh Bashem El Shai, wherein the heavens shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. Nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for new heavens and a new earth, wherein dwelleth righteousness. That's what we're waiting for. All right. While Jake is out here waiting for the next high or the next chick or the next, you know the lewd stuff they're waiting on. All the lewd stuff World Stars show you. All right. While we're waiting on Yahweh Bashem El Shai. Okay. These Jakes, you don't want to hear what they're waiting on. All right. It's sick and it's lewd. It's lewd. All right. I don't like hearing how Jake talk, man. That shit is nasty. There's no discretion. There's things that we don't need to hear. There's things that we don't need to think. And they have all that surrounding them. You know, as it's circling the drain. Jake is just sick and dirty, man, and filthy. They're filthy. You got to leave them alone. You got to leave them alone. What is that? He that is filthy. Let me end it on that. One more, man. It's fucking sick. All right. Excuse me. Okay. I feel this lesson would have been a lot shorter if I spoke how I really felt. Okay. But for edification's sake, you know, I gotta bring it out in this manner because it's not about me, you know. Revelations 22 and 11. Let's start at 10. And he saith unto me, let me make sure that I got my screen showing. Okay. It says, and he saith unto me, seal not the sayings of the prophecy of this book, for the time is at hand. Yeah, this is why we go out and prophesy, rebuke, warn, teach, edify, but we're not going to sit here and waste time and call you hey, you still being a nigga? Hey, what's up, my brother? Or you feel like being a nigga today? All right. Like, nah, it's not, no. It don't work like that, okay? We water, we plant, the Most High gives the increase. That's what it's about. For he that is unjust, let him be unjust still. You calling him every Monday, hey, you still think you an Israelite? Nah, it don't work like that. No one's here holding no one's hand, okay? Now, we help brothers in situations that need help while serving the Lord, but we're not going to hold your hand while you're for you to serve the Lord. You know, you get the sincere milk, you know, but chasing you down, calling you, hey, you know, today's a Sabbath. Hey, where you at? We got camp. It don't work like that. And nobody wants, that's not a brother or sister, you know. He that is unjust, let him be unjust still. And he which is filthy, matter of fact, real quick, spirit of curiosity is upon me. Let's see what that word filthy means in Revelations 22. Just real quick, okay? Because I was thinking about looking up the definition for lewd. 22 and 11. Filthy, where is it? Filthy. Oh, filthy ass. Spiritually filthy, man. To make filthy, defile, soil. Look, to be filthy morally. See? What do they say? You got a dirty mind. Why you think Jake says pause? You be playing basketball. Hey, good D. Pause. Damn, bro. Why you thinking? I had to tell a Jake that. I said, you thinking gay. Why you thinking like that? We're not in no setting for you to say anything, you know? I told a Jake one time, I said, hey, man, you got to dream big. He said, pause. What the pause? Pause what? Because their mind is filthy, is gone. It's defiled. It's soiled. It's filthy. It's filled with lewdness. Let's look up lewd definition. Inclined to, characterized by, or inciting to lust, lasciviousness. See, that was the Holy Spirit. Obscene, indecent. Look at this. This is all lewd, obscene, and indecent. We don't need to read this, see this, or watch it, but it's broadcasted and shown everywhere for all of you. You know, that's why a lot of times I don't play this stuff, but I make mention of it. Okay, that's Jake. See, immorally filthy and lewd. And it says, let's finish it off, and that's the lesson. It says, he that is unjust, let him be unjust still, and he which is filthy, right, let him be filthy still. And he that is righteous, let him be righteous still, right. It says, how should a young man cleanse his way? How should a young man cleanse his filthy, dirty mind? By taking heed according to their word. That's how we get washed. And you wash away those filthy thoughts and those nasty lusts and those things that you may were tempted or thought you want to do. And then you realize, man, that was a demon. I don't want to do that. What was that? It's nasty. See? And he that is righteous, let him be. So let us be righteous. You know? Let us be over here and want to do things the traditional way. You know what I mean? Shit. I ain't going in a dance hall. Let me be where I be at. Fucking wicked, man. It says righteous still, and he that is holy, let him be holy still. And that's where we're at right now. Okay? That's where we're at. You got Jake over here being filthy, and you got the Israel of God, the elect, being clean. All right? And it's through the word, taking heed. And look at what's out there. All right? Look what's out there for you. You see? Nothing but lewdness and folly. So be aware, because that spirit is running rampant on Jake. And go to Judges 20. The spirit of Sodom and Gomorrah is compassed Jake. It's on Jake. Okay? It's on who out here is popping off like that? And like Sodom and Gomorrah right now. Yeah, you can say Esau, but who's being shown forth? Jake. The men, the women, and the children. Okay? They're all in it. And that's what's all consumed, Jake. And that's happened before. Nothing but lewdness and folly in the nation of Israel. You see? And the Lord is going to judge them as he judged Sodom and Gomorrah. So I'm going to leave it there. I pray that you, brothers and you few sisters, you are edified and exhorted through the spirit power of Yahweh Bashem El Shai. I also like to give double honors to my elders and apostles, a great millstone that do well. With that being said, shalom.